I am fighting the urge to get sugar. This is where social media and reality meet. For real, the truth. Even though I knew I shouldn't have done it, I went and got some cookies. What's up, everybody? I have finished the second week, and in this specific video, I'm gonna show you exactly what I did to drop 2 pounds this week while I was traveling, and then also to basically show you the mistakes that I made. So not even gonna lie, definitely was not perfect in this one, and I am going to be showing you really what happened and why it happened, and then how I kind of like came back from that. So completely change your reality, completely change the way you think, the way you look at life, the way you look, the way you feel by just the food that you consume. And that is what I am showing in this video. If you're into this, if you're trying to reinvent your reality, I promise you, this is gonna show you the real of what it actually looks like when you're trying to break these sugar addictions and create your own new life and new way of being. So I'm gonna show you all of it. Subscribe if you're into this kind of stuff, like, share, comment, and let's get into it. Good morning, it is day 1 of week 2. If you missed it, I did first week of 100% completely clean carnivore last week. I highly recommend watching that one before this one that's gonna be right here. But yeah, holy crap, do I feel like an entirely different person this day than I did that day. So it's about 7 in the morning. I like literally just woke up. Well, I did it 5:30 and then I snoozed until 6. And then every morning I do things to kind of raise my vibe, as cheesy as that sounds, but it's legitimate. I listen to super uplifting YouTubes, and then I write all the things that I'm excited about, or things that were great that happened yesterday, or things that, you know, I'm trying to align with, to kind of connect to start my day. That is the very first thing that I'm doing. But I have pretty much decided that I'm not gonna eat until later on today. I'm not hungry at all. So that's another side of this, is I'm gonna have clean thoughts, clean food for this week. Again, from last week to this week, from the person that I was to the person that I feel like I am today, is literally night and day. I used to have a crazy anxiety disorder. I used to have crazy eating disorders. Oh my God, I used to be depressed. I was on antidepressants for 10 years, and I have literally changed everything. Everything. I now make multiple 6 figures. I live in obviously the place of my dreams. I have amazing friends. I have amazing family. I look good, I feel good. It is possible, but it starts with the food that we eat. So that's what we're gonna talk about right here. Okay, so now it's about 1:30 or something, and the weather is absolutely beautiful. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna actually work out and run once I'm done with like my computer work today. So I don't wanna eat a ton, but I am a little bit hungry. So I'm gonna make, I think, a little bit of ground beef, not the full pound, but just a little bit. Okay, now I'm at the gym. I'm gonna come here just to work out, do some upper body today, do some sprints. And man, do I feel so much better than I did last week when I was trying to come to the gym. It was like impossible, and today now I'm like, I wanna be here. And so that's how things begin to change. That's how our realities change, is that the things that used to feel hard and be hard, when we eat clean like this, they're not hard anymore. So let's get it. Okay, and it is dinner time. It's 7 p.m. So literally I've had, what you guys have seen, I've had like just a little bit of ground beef today because I was working most of the day, and then I just worked out, and now I'm actually gonna have dinner, and I'm not even that hungry. So if you think that this lifestyle is gonna cost you a ton of money, my friend, let me tell you, you're not correct, because your appetite decreases, but you also have more energy, you have more time because you need less sleep and all the things. So anyways, I'm gonna make some either bacon and eggs or ground beef. I think I'm feeling bacon and eggs today. So my friend was in town last weekend. She drinks, I do not, in case anybody's wondering why this is in there. But such a point now where, look, I don't even want it. It's been in here for a week, 2 weeks. It's literally just in my fridge, and totally separated from that lifestyle completely. If you're interested in learning more about that, I recommend watching this video here. Yeah, I go into a lot of it, but greatest life hack of them all. First is that, and then it was carnivore, so pretty crazy. All right, it is now about 10 in the morning. I've been up literally since 4:30, and so I'm gonna go to LA tonight for this really crazy like party that I was kind of invited to. So more on that to come in just a little bit. It's gonna be with apparently some like pretty credible A-list celebrities. Not that I really care about that, but it's kind of a first for me to go to something like this. So that's where I'm going to tonight. But to prepare for that, I'm gonna make some food for the plane. I'm gonna make something so that when I get to the airport, I'm not starving. I'm not gonna like sit there and wanna buy all the little snacks. And like, I know myself, you know, historically, before I ate carnivore, before I coached on this, I'd wanna just go buy all the little sugary things. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna prep for the airport. Let's do it. I'm telling you, from now to where I was the start of last week in this video, like literally night and day. I was sleeping, I don't know, probably 10 hours, 12 hours and still exhausted. And I was starving. I ate probably like 2-3 pounds of meat a day. And then now I'm eating like, I don't know, like that was probably what, 2,500 calories last week, which is fine. I always think that's good, but now I'm having about 1,500 calories a day and I'm needing to like try to eat a little bit more so I don't go too low. But my energy levels are up. Like, look at me, my attitude is up. I look better. I know I look better, and you can say it, it's okay. Don't say it. I believe that everybody, their potential is so blocked because we're eating all this processed food and all this junk food and all these things that we see in the supermarket. We're taught to think it's normal. Like, it's just not normal. It's so unattractive.
Well, don't hold it down there. Hold it up here.
No.
No, I do not need a cameo right now.
So the thing though is that I don't have to go to bed as early, I don't think, if I'm waking up at 4:30 anymore, because I think when I'm eating super clean carnivore, it, like, I forgot about this, but it makes me need less sleep. So like I woke up today at 4:15 and my alarm was for 4:45.
What time did you go to bed?
Fucking 10.
Okay.
I know.
That's like 6.5 hours?
Yeah.
That's not too
And I
shabby.
woke
You
up
can
and I was
handle
like,
that. I know they say you need 8, but I think you can handle 6.5 for this period where you've got to grind.
where I gotta
You can
grind.
commit to that though.
I can commit to that for sure.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'm good with it. Okay, so I made it to LA and now I'm going to this dinner party where there's gonna be, I think, a Mediterranean style type of food. Okay, so I just got here and they have ceviche, boom, which is what I'm having. And I don't know what else. They've got a bunch of other things that they're gonna have later on. So I'm in LA, I'm in the Hollywood Hills. I'm at this really bougie party and we're gonna have a great time. Let's go. Okay, it's the next morning and I've got my backpack. I'm about to walk to the airport because I'm going back to Texas today from LA. So clearly didn't film a ton last night. I felt a little bit weird about it because I don't want to be that person who is just like filming things. Okay, so recap of last night. Got there, awesome event, but I have to be real with you guys. I'm not somebody who's gonna get on here and lie to you. Yesterday, basically all they had for the most part was mostly plant-based stuff. So I had like 3 plates of ceviche, and then I did break sadly, and I did have a little bit of this like sugar dessert thing.
Wait a minute.
Which was a really good realization for me to have because I realized that I haven't totally set in stone this new program for myself, mainly like trying to get away from sugar. And this is something I'm sharing because we think that we have to be perfect all the time. And discipline is a thing. We need discipline. That's like the biggest thing. Discipline equates to freedom. I've learned that lesson time and time again. So this isn't an excuse to be like, okay, it's okay to suck because I sucked. But I think an acknowledgement that if you do, you know, accidentally have some sugar or, you know, whatever, some bread or something like that in your week right now, that it's okay. Things rarely go in a straight line. You just have to get right back on and discipline it up. And I'm back in Denver with my best friend. And we actually are going to the bathroom if we go. Okay, it's a shared bathroom.
Is this gonna be on the channel? Me going to the bathroom?
Go. Okay, back home. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make some bacon and eggs now. All I've had today is this tuna that you did not see me have, but it was just a can of tuna. And yeah, you'd think my appetite would be more, but this is kind of how it goes. It gets less and less and less over time, dependent on how strict you go. If you're full carnivore, usually it's a little bit less. So just gonna have some bacon and eggs tonight and then call it a night and wake up bright and early tomorrow. So let's do that. Oop, just kidding, ran out of bacon. So I'm gonna have some ground beef. Thank God I thought it out. Dude, it's like 7:30 in the morning. I've been up since 4 a.m. and I've been doing this the last couple days. I feel so good. It's wild how quickly this works, not just for like redesigning your body composition, but like reinventing your mind, and your entire reality just changes. It's crazy. Every time I'm shocked. Okay, it is about 4 p.m. So I am so hungry. I've been working at a coffee shop all day. It's like Friday now, and I am going to have some bacon and eggs, and that is nothing new. But yeah, the more and more we get into this, the more you're satiated more often. Okay, so quick plug here, you guys. If you are in need of any kind of meat and you're having a hard time finding good stuff, I highly recommend my local farmer. It's the Suretail Creek Farm, okay? So literally everything I eat comes from this farm. All of the eggs that I have, all of the meat that I have, everything. Like my entire diet is from this farm. It's a good price, it's a fair price. It's a regenerative farm, meaning the animals are treated well, and they're essentially using the land to make the food good. Like I don't know how to, it's not industrial farming whatsoever. It's all going back into the land. I've been to the farm myself. It is the best you could possibly imagine, like what you'd picture in your mind. If you are in need of any kind of meat, you don't know where to start, you need a regenerative farmer, maybe you're landlocked in your place, whatever, they do ship. Click the link below in the description. There's an immediate applied discount there, especially for you shipping. And also just let me know your thoughts on it. I want to know if you like it as much as I do. Literally, this is, I don't share anything that I don't personally use. Everything I eat comes from these guys. So, okay, fast forward to tonight. So I am now heading out. It's like 10:30, 11 at night. And I had a pound of ground beef more to eat today. And now I'm gonna go out with my friends. You can see the attire has changed, and it's gonna be like a rave. So don't know what I'm getting into, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with this rave tonight. Let's go. Good morning. So, okay, this is where social media and reality meet. For real, the truth. You guys know I went out last night. I went out dancing with my friends. It was such a good time. And then afterwards, I had this craving for sugar. And so even though I knew I shouldn't have done it, I went and got some cookies. I had an eating disorder when I was younger, from like probably age 11 up until I discovered carnivore like a few years ago. And then I became a carnivore coach. I have completely reversed the eating disorder. But when I have moments, like when I have friends visiting, which I did last week, and that kind of kicks me out of my typical routine, I fall back into old patterns. And so this last week, you guys saw last week that video, my first week getting into this, totally good. But then this week, I have definitely slipped up a couple times in eating sugar. And I think it's really important to be honest about this, because I think a lot of times, especially on social media, the people that are talking about this, we want to create a facade that we are perfect and that it's like, you know, you can just do this and it's easy, but that's not reality. The reality is that, like, I mean, most people that are online posting about their things, I'm sorry to tell you, but they're probably not being completely honest if they're never saying they screw up. And that's not to give me an out either. I'm actually saying right now, like, I totally screwed up last night. It was that addictive mind that got into my head of just like, oh, just have one. And then I had like more than one. Today I wake up and I feel absolutely shitty. Like, I feel terrible. Just put this on when you're craving something. Put this on when you're trying to stop eating. I don't mean regular sugar if you can handle it, you don't binge, but processed foods, it's not worth it, dude. If you've promised yourself that you're not gonna have any and then you're thinking about breaking it, don't do it. Don't do it. It's a pattern. But most coaches want to create this facade that they're perfect. And I'm not gonna do that to you, because that's not reality. We are dealing with deep embedded patterns, right? That have existed since I was a baby, like little, like 10, 11 years old. But I think the point that I'm trying to make here is that for you, if you're trying to reinvent your reality, it's about being accountable when you screw up, which is what I'm doing right now, and acknowledging that you have to be honest with yourself, because if you don't do that, then you'll never be able to keep a promise to yourself. And then you'll be able to lie to yourself about doing anything, and your patterns in your life will never change. I also have to be real about when I have old patterns show up about eating processed sugar, processed foods. And that is when I'm out late, or when I'm not super full, or when I'm feeling like I need a little bit of a dopamine lift, something like that. This food thing that we're dealing with of trying to remove processed foods and not eat sugar and all that. Like, being carnivore isn't so much about just eating meat. It's about removing so many of the processed foods and so many of the things that make us sick. And it is an addiction. Processed foods, fake sugar, real sugar, all of that stuff it's addictive. You know, this isn't not something like, this is like alcohol, but it's its own category. I'm gonna go now on a very long bike ride with some couple friends and see what the day brings me. So let's go. Okay, Alejandro, we're on the ride.
Beautiful Sunday.
Beautiful Sunday. It's raining as...
Wait, it's Saturday.
Oh yeah, it's...
I usually do this on Sunday, so.
It's Saturday. This is interesting timing. But
Electrolyte drink?
Electrolytes, thank you. Good thing I already have mine. So Chloe is an avid biker, and
the strongest girl in Austin.
she is the strongest girl in Austin. She needs her electrolytes to have while she's biking. What did you do last weekend? 80 miles?
160.
160 goddamn miles. Stepping away just to talk about this. So y'all know I don't share anything that I don't use myself. I love the brand Salty. Yes, it's pronounced salty, not salt. I love these pill electrolytes because I can just take them wherever I go. So today I think we're gonna do like 30 miles, and it's just easier to be able to like pop a pill whenever you need the electrolytes. You're sweating, you know, it's hot, it's humid, it's like you're biking, running, lifting, whatever it is. So I love them for that. And my friend Chloe actually did a 130-mile bike ride, use them for that. So yeah, potassium, magnesium, like salt, all of the things you need. Super easy, love the brand. Link below if you guys want to get a discounted rate. And don't forget to use the promo code. Alejandro just ate shit. Get over here. Are you okay?
I am okay.
I looked back and I was like, oh my God, I killed him. All right, catch me in a Target at 10 p.m. on a Saturday. This is what I do. Yeah, so I have not really eaten anything today. I had a little bit of, like a couple bites of chicken that I just went and got at Whole Foods. I had maybe about this much, but honestly, not really that hungry. So I might make some bacon and eggs later, which is like really late if I'm super hungry, but it just depends on if I'm up late. But if not, I'm gonna go to bed and start the day afresh tomorrow. If you are coming off of eating sugar, again, it's like, it just makes you want to keep eating it. So clearly I fell into that trap the first time and the second time, and now I'm not gonna do it again. So let's go. Okay, back home, and I'm gonna get ready for sleep time. I'm gonna watch a movie probably, but I am fighting the urge to get sugar, and this is what it is, y'all. This is how this goes. It's literally an addiction. Processed food is an addiction. So, you know, I was just in the grocery store, I was everywhere, and I wanted to just buy everything. Obviously, I screwed up twice this week, so we're not gonna do that, but that's why, because it just wants to pull you in. So instead, I'm making some bacon for a little snack. Gonna just ignore the urges. All right, good morning. It is the last day of the week, and I am feeling really good. Yeah, there are some bumps in the road this week, but I think that's okay. That's just human. It's breaking away from the addiction to processed foods, like I've said. So I am going to really solidify why these bumps happened in this coming week. But even still, this past week, I believe that I still achieved my goal, and my physique, my mindset, and all that is still feeling how I wanted it to feel, and I'm looking much more of like how I want it to look. So even if we have these little bumps, if we can correct them, we can still go in the right direction, right? Success isn't always just a straight linear line. It's sometimes like a little bit wonkier. So I lost 2 pounds this week, and you guys can see kind of the difference between the first week and this last week, and kind of where I stand right now. But again, this is not an excuse to just not be accountable. If you want to change the way you look and feel and act and how you think in your entire reality, then we need to like reprogram ourselves, and that comes from the subconscious mind, and kind of like how we do that in the day-to-day. So I'm going to talk about that more in the next video for this next week, where it'll be my 3rd week going into this challenge and making sure I can make these changes. But anyways, I hope you guys like this. Let me know your comments, your questions, if you kind of had a similar experience. Always subscribe if you're into this kind of stuff. I talk about all things human optimization, exploration, life hacks. This is the ultimate life hack, so please share it, please like it if you're into it. And yeah, I super appreciate you guys, and I will see y'all on this next one. See ya.